Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be reacting to Bob Dylan, Masters of War. I don't really know much about Bob Dylan except for my husband tells me he has a really bad singing voice, or people said he had a really bad singing voice, but he actually rose to fame because of the quality of his writing. And so I guess he proved that you don't really have to have a nice sing-song voice in order to make it as a singer. So I'm going to be reacting to Bob Dylan of Masters of War. First I'm hearing it. Let's hear how it goes.
Come, you masters of war, you that build the big guns, you that build the death planes,
Oh, that's beautiful.
you that build all the bombs,
All them.
you that hide behind walls,
Wow.
you that hide behind.
I mean, right from the jump, it's quite beautiful, just like his tone. So I don't really know what they're talking about in terms of sing-song voice, because to me, his voice is beautiful. I mean, you that hide behind walls. I can't sing, but it sounds really good. I like it. I really like it. And I also like where the song is going in terms of like what it's talking about. He's calling people who are the masters of war, like calling them to be accountable, I guess. Let's see where it's going. I'll bring it back just a tips.
Walls, you that hide behind discs.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want you to know I can see through your masks. You that never done nothing
Mm,
but built to destroy.
mm,
You play with my world like it's your little toy.
mm.
You put a gun in my hand and you hide from my eyes. And you turn and run farther when the fast bullets fly.
Bars.
Like Judas of old.
I mean, 1 minute in, and I have to say that where the song is going and the message it's sending is quite profound, in my opinion. And also, like, the writing is really good. Like, you don't have to spend a lot of time thinking to yourself, like, what does this mean? I mean, there are different styles of writing, but I like how he's written this, like, you masters of war, you cowards, basically, you people who don't do anything. You're not involved in anything. You don't have to try. You don't build anything, but you're destroying things. You put guns in our hands, and then when shit hits the fan, you basically run away. Like. I like that. Let's call them out, these masters of war. I like it.
You lie and deceive. A world war can be won.
Mm,
You want me to believe, but I see through your eyes, and I see through your brain, like I see through the water that runs down my drain.
super transparent, easy to read, nothing complex.
You
That's what I'm
fasten
getting.
all the triggers for the others to fire. And then you sit back and watch when the death count gets higher.
Yeah.
You hide in your mansion while the young people's blood flows out of their bodies and is buried in the mud. You've thrown the worst fear that can ever be hurled. Fear.
You know, the thing that gets me about stuff like this is like the song is, of course, well written, but it's clearly a letter to the Masters of War. And while it's good for us, the audience, to listen to it, it's quite frustrating because you wonder, well, I wonder if they've ever even heard this, because this is the reality of so many people, of so many soldiers, and of victims of war. And it's incredibly frustrating for me to be like, are we putting the lyrics for this like on protest placards and stuff like that? Because that's where it belongs, and they should get letters. It should be said to them. My gosh, how frustrating.
To bring children into the world,
Mm-hmm. Sharks.
for threatening my baby, unborn and unnamed. You ain't worth the blood that runs in your veins. How much do I know
Wow.
to talk out of turn? You might say that I'm young, you might say I'm unlearned, but there's a one thing I know: I'm younger than you. That even Jesus would never forgive what you do.
You know, he says that he's talking out of turn, that he's young and, maybe he doesn't know a lot. But like, this is also part of the conversation. And this is the thing I love about music and the messages that they can deliver. Like at the end of the day, any of us can say anything, whether that be a good thing or a bad thing or something useful or, absolutely wasteful and not useful. But, you don't have to be old and you don't have to be smart and you don't have to have a college degree to lend your voice to the conversation. You 100% can. There's nothing stopping you. So don't allow these so-called, I don't know, criteria that they put out there like, oh, you have to be this, you have to be that in order to join the conversation. Join the conversation. You have a lot to say. And like, look at this. I mean, I know it might just be him writing for the sake of writing it and saying whatever, but still, it's a message to us. You can still join the conversation. You have a lot to say.
Let me ask you one question. Is your money that good? Or will it buy you forgiveness? Do
Impossible.
you think that it could?
Good question.
I think you will find when your death takes its toll, all the money you made will never buy back your soul. And I hope that you die and your death will come soon.
Mm.
I follow your casket by the pale afternoon, and I watch while you're lowered down to your deathbed,
Mm.
and I stand over your grave till I'm sure that you're dead.
Hmm. Well, it's a beautiful song. It was a beautiful song. It was a pleasure listening to it. I feel like the question I have regarding the song is just like, did it get to the people that he intended it to get to? Was it just for us, for our entertainment, or was it meant to be sent to these people who are actually like, destroying the world, destroying the earth? And then when they hear these questions that are asked, like, can your money buy back your soul? Does it really challenge them to feel like, yeah, like this is really like such a terrible thing, like because I've lost my soul in the process of all the horrible things that I've done? I'm really curious. I wish I could sit with a master of war and actually have this conversation. But that was a wonderful song. Thanks to my husband for recommending it to me. Um, and yeah, if you want to hear anything else from Bob Dylan or any other artist, please feel free to drop a comment down below and I'll be sure to check it out. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you. Bye.